HTC announced in New York the Desire Eye, and as you can see, the special feature is the big front camera shooting photos with 13 megapixels and having a dual LED flash, meaning you have not only a white LED but a orange LED kind of, meaning if you're flashing, for example, faces, it's not like looking like zombies like white. So meaning you have the same resolution front camera, back camera, videos in full HD, of course, so it doesn't matter which camera you use at the moment right now for this one. And there are more software features. For example, you have of course selfie mode and whatever. That's split screen mode. I really like this one because if you're using this one, you can see me here taping this video. So this is front camera, and on the right side you have the back camera. So you now have the opportunity to make photos and videos with both in split screen and, let's say, for example, record some events and give a command in real time over there. But there is more. For example, for business users, if you're thinking of, let's say, Skype or Hangouts, for example, there will be the app is the same as you know it, but over this one is a software layer by HTC called Eye experience, meaning you have some features add-on. For example, the software is detecting, all right, here's a face, I'm going like a digital zoom onto the face, trying to center it, and even in the demo I can't show because I do not have any connections here, but that was very impressive because HTC showed the software is realizing, wow, there are two people here in the room, so that again, split screen. On the other side, you saw that both people at the same time in the same screen, left person A and right person B. So this is really helpful, but not changing the apps in using them. Of course, you have a big screen, as you can see here, 5.2 inch, so even bigger than on the M8 that has 5.0 inches, so bigger, and again full HD, 1080 by 1920 pixels. So this is dual domain IPS. I hope you can see in the video. I'm trying my best to get it without any reflections in the light over here. So meaning you have a very high viewing angle stability, I'd say up to 180 degrees almost, and especially very high contrast. As you can see here in the app launcher, the black is really black. So high contrast, good quality, very bright display. It's sharp. I measured some, let's say, around about 420 ppi, so way above the average of all the smartphones I've tested in the last 12 months. So really great display, good quality, everything fine. The only thing I would have suggested or wished, let's call it like that, would be an optical image stabilizer. At best front and back, but I guess that would have been too expensive, or then it wouldn't have been a Desire anymore, or maybe HTC want to show this in the next flagship one, I do not know. That's the only thing I have to say about the camera. On the other hand, you have a mechanical button down here. Of course, it's 2 steps, and as you can see over here, it's really flat, 8.5 millimeters. So as you might imagine, the problem will be, yes, you cannot remove the battery. It's fixed battery and it's only 2400 milliampere hours. So if you compare that to the display size, it's a little bit too small, because, for example, if you compare to the Sony Xperia Z2 having 5.2 inch display, the same size roundabout, and that has a 3200 milliampere hours battery, 3200 instead of 2400 like the Eye. So even if it's lithium polymer, we have to see in the final review how long this battery will stay. That's a thing I would recommend. Do not buy it right now. Wait for the first tests and we will see how the battery will do. Yeah, the rest is just like the M8. You have that Sense 6, I'm sorry, Sense 6 UI, especially features like this tap to wake, just a quick double tap to wake up the phone. Even if you have right now the on-off standby button here in the right front, not in the upper front here like years before. So it's just resting where you have your right finger, or with the left, it's no problem at all. But nevertheless, you won't need it, because for me at least, I'm using these features a lot, and I really love this one. Yeah, you have, let me mention this, of course. You have stereo front speakers. You cannot see them, but they are behind these very tiny lines down here. Like on the M8, boom sound is HTC calling that feature, meaning it shall be very loud and with very lot of bass and stereo, of course. And in case you have watched this one over here, do not mind this, please. This is a beta hardware, so this won't be in the final product, of course not. But here's behind this thing something I wasn't allowed to show in this video, so I had to fix this with a little tape. So do not think about that, please. Yeah, this finally the you have LTE, you have dual-say HSPA, you have Bluetooth 4.0, including aptX, NFC, everything you want to. You have, of course, the Snapdragon 801, the same processor like in the M8, meaning 4 cores, 2.3 gigahertz, 2 GB of RAM, and internal memory is 16 GB. So meaning you have the same storage like in the M8. And as you can see here, there's a slot for a micro SD card up to 120 GB, right, officially. And especially I really love this one, because you do not need that little pin anymore. You just use your finger to pull this one out. And the upper one is for the nano SIM, meaning the very small ones, like you might know from the iPhone, for example. These are those two slots over here. Yeah. I hope this is enough for a quick view, first view onto the HTC Desire Eye. One last thing, yeah, concerning Android. At the moment, we have Android 4.4.4, but HTC has promised that there will be an update to Android L as soon as Android L will be available in at least 90 days, meaning in a time of 3 months. HTC has promised to roll out the update to Android L for this one. Okay, coming at the beginning of November roundabout, and with prices, at least here in Europe, Germany, we have a recommended retail price of 529 euros without any contract. So meaning street prices will start a little below 500 euros, I will guess. Yeah, that's the first view onto the HTC Desire Eye. Remind to recommend my channel and to subscribe to it. Thanks for that in advance, and take care.